Hi guys, welcome back to Fit Flavor, and if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. And today I will show and teach you how to do Sun Salutations. Sun Salutations are probably one of the most well-known traditional yoga sequences and a natural energy booster. You lengthen and strengthen your muscles while at the same time clearing your head, calming your mind and reducing stress. And since we move through the sequence quite quickly, you also get a cardiovascular workout, and with that you can burn some serious calories. It's a set series of poses that alternately expand and stretch your body or contract and fold it. And each movement is coordinated with the breath, so as you inhale you expand and as you exhale you contract. The Sanskrit name Surya Namaskar literally translates as salutations to the sun. But if we dig a little bit deeper and look at the etymological meaning behind the words, Surya means the one who illuminates and expands the world, and Namaskar means the light in me bows to the light in you with complete gratitude. So if we practice Sun Salutations, we bow with complete gratitude to the one who illuminates the world. Let's start with Sun A. I will talk you through and Yoshi's gonna flow. But no matter what variation you practice, we always start with Mountain Pose Tadasana, so let's take a closer look at that. Mountain Pose is one of the basic poses and the foundation for almost any standing pose. So let's start with the foundation, the feet. Bring your feet together with the toes touching and the heels slightly apart, so the outer edges of your feet are parallel to the sides of your mat. You want to ground through all four corners of the feet. And if you have trouble finding your center, shift the weight of your body forward and backwards, side to side, or draw small circles. Now, sometimes you may hear a teacher tell you to lift the inner arches, which is kind of difficult at will. But there's a trick: lift up your toes. With that, you lift up the inner arches, then you keep the arches lifted and place the toes back onto the mat. Your legs are straight, engage the quads to lift up your kneecaps. Tuck your tailbone slightly under to get rid of the arch in the back. Pull the belly button in and up. Make sure that the floating ribs don't flare out. Lift through the sternum. The shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. Arms by your side with energy flowing through the hands downwards and the palms facing forward. The chin is parallel to the floor and the crown of the head is reaching up. Are you ready? Let's flow. Inhale your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen the spine and prepare. Exhale, step, jump or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, come forward, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We stay in down dog for 5 breaths. Externally rotate your upper arms. Make sure that the shoulders are away from the ears. The spine is straight, the hips are reaching up, legs are straight, and the heels are reaching towards the floor. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, you may not reach the floor, but that's the direction you want to go towards. At the bottom of the 5th exhalation, lift your heels, bend your knees, look in between the hands, step, jump or float forward. Inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back down, standing forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Now that you're back in mountain pose, you actually only completed half a round. In order to complete a full round, you need to repeat the same sequence one more time. We suggest that you start with 3 to 5 rounds and work your way up to 10 to 15 rounds. You may have heard that some people practice 108 Sun Salutations, and typically that's practiced at the change of the season, so the spring and fall equinox and the summer and winter solstice. If you wonder why 108, 108 is an auspicious number in the yogic tradition, and it shows up in many sacred texts. There are 108 Upanishads and there are 108 Tantras. But 108 also has significance in other disciplines. For example, in numerology, 108 reduces to 9, which stands for awakening, eternity, and universal love. According to Ayurveda, there are 108 sacred points in our body. And even in astrology, 108 has significance. It represents the relationship between the sun, the moon, and the earth, as the average distance between the sun and the moon towards the earth is 108 times their respective diameters. Bringing it back to yoga, there are 108 mala beads which are used for counting in meditation. And if you feel inspired, next time the seasons change, practice 108 Sun Salutations. Here's my tip for you. If you need a good warm-up for your workout or you're newer to yoga, let me show you a safe and slow version of Sun A. We're starting again in Mountain Pose Tadasana. From here, inhale your arms out and up into Urdhva Hastasana, and then exhale, swan dive down into Standing Forward Fold. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen the spine, hands to the shins, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, fold back down into Standing Forward Fold. Inhale, step the right foot to the back, followed by the left, coming to Plank Pose, Adho Mukha Dandasana. And on your next exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin to the mat. Inhale, slide through, coming to Baby Cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up, coming to Downward Facing Dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, we stay in Down Dog for 5 breaths. Down Dog is your resting pose, so catch your breath and tune in with your body. Maybe your hamstrings feel tight and you want to pedal through the feet, opening up the back sides of your legs, or move in any way that feels comfortable for you. On your next inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, step the left foot forward, folding over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold back down into Standing Forward Fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, arms by your side, back to Mountain Pose. Now, when you repeat this sequence for a second time, this time you want to step back with your left foot and step forward, leading with the left foot. Now you're comfortable with the slow version and Sun A, let's try and go for Sun Salutation B. We're adding a couple postures, and again, we start with Mountain Pose. Inhale, bend your knees, sit low, come to Chair Pose, Utkatasana, and exhale, fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, come halfway up, flatten the back and prepare, and exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, come forward into Upward Facing Dog, and exhale, push back into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, bring the left heel down, rise up to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back and lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, come to Upward Facing Dog, and exhale, push back, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down. Come up to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. And exhale, frame the front foot, step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, come to Upward Facing Dog, and exhale, push back, Downward Facing Dog. Now in this Down Dog, we take 5 deep breaths. This time, focus on the breath and make the inhalations for the count of 4 and exhale on the count of 6. At the bottom of the 5th exhalation, lift your heels, bend the knees, look in between the hands and step or jump forward. Inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low, Utkatasana Chair Pose, and exhale, straighten the legs, arms by your side, Mountain Pose.
Thanks for watching, sharing and liking. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, and we'll see you next week for another great workout idea. Cheers.
Tschüss.